and welcome to another episode on the Minerockin SMP. So we're back in my tent. We are back at my new base location. So today we have a lot of tree chopping to do. I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I need to grab myself a load of spruce because on this server at this precise moment in time, spruce equals diamond gear. Because Sunflower is selling a load of diamond gear and Sunflower needs spruce. So as Sunflower needs spruce, I'm going to go and get her some spruce because I don't like being in iron armor. I feel all squishy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and get ourselves a load of spruce wood. It also helps me out because it means that I can clear out the front of my base location as well as some of the top of my base location as well. So we're going to go and clean this lot up. We are going to go and grab ourselves a load of spruce wood, and then we're going to go for a little bit of a trek. We're going to go and see if we can find Sunflower's base and go and give her some spruce wood and get myself some shiny diamond gear. So that's my plan to begin with. We shall see you in a bit once we've managed to chop down some trees. Boing. Well, as you can see, we've cleared out quite an area. This is actually surprisingly time consuming because it's not. The great thing with spruce trees is giant spruce, and giant spruce is brilliant. We've got a rather nice cave down here. We might go and put my mine in here. Seems like a reasonable place, but this is definitely somewhere where we're going to explore in a bit once I've got some diamond gear so I don't die pretty quickly. Yeah, the great thing with spruce is much like jungle, you end up with giant spruce trees which are really easy to cut down. Individual spruce trees are not as tall and don't give you as much wood, and a real pain. But we've cleared out a good chunk. I've opened up at least the base area around this. I need to do this sort of foresty area up the hill, and I want to push that back a little bit more as well to open up sort of this entire bay area. But what we have managed to do, we are back over to my little tent, is we now have about half a chest of wood. And so if we come over here, we have about half a chest of spruce. So what I'm going to do now, bar the fact that I'm going to go and ditch all of the rest of my gear. Wood one, that'll do. You can get rid of all of these. And that. So yeah, what we're going to do now is we're going to go take a wander. We're going to go and find Summer's base. We're going to find Summer's base with all of these logs. We'll have a bit of a nosy around whilst we're there. And we're going to go get myself some nice diamond gear. So we'll go for a bit of an explore, see what we can see, and we shall see you in a moment. Right then, this is getting a little silly, guys. We are 5 days into the server and we have Raph has got elytras and shulker shells and dragon heads, rockets for sale. Not that I'm complaining, I am gonna purchase some of these, although I don't have any diamonds, but Raph does take IOUs, so Raph, I owe you a diamond. Take this as notice. I owe you a diamond. But more impressively, Boom has an entire bookshop with everything up and running. Now, what we have to do with Boom, again, he is accepting IOUs. So I owe you 72 diamonds. Guru. There we go. That's his IOU done. Thank you very much. I've got all of these books. I've got nowhere near enough experience to use all of these books. But there we go. So we have my books. I have my shulkers. We're now going to head further off that way over to Sunflowers to get some armor and some gear. Well, we've got some pretty funky shattered terrain coming up around here. But I believe that Sunflower's base is right about here. And yeah, this looks like we have a dock. I can see a portal over there. Yep, Sunflower's starter base. So we'll leave my boat here because I'm going to come back to it. And let's go and see if we can find a portal. We have a pet. The Sunflower likes to build underground, apparently. We have a ladder and we have a hole. Do we go safe? Do we go... Nah, that's got to be a jump point. It's a good job that was a jump point. That was quite deep. Right, so... How is everybody so far advanced? So what have we got here? We have zombie farm, skelly farm, it's a kill. We got an iron farm. We have a load of villagers already all done. This just... We're a week into the server, people. Are we going to be done, like, next month? Is that it? Series over? What are you going to have left to do? Right, anyway. Whilst we are here, we have a whole host of spruce wood. I did speak to Sunflower about this, and Sunflower is happy for me to exchange spruce for armor. So what we got? We got helmets. We want one of those. We have swords. We definitely want one of those. We have really nice plate armor. We want some of that. We have picks. We're gonna have some of those. Some trousers. An axe. I'm going to be chopping a lot of wood, and I'm not certain how much experience I'm going to get. So we're going to have a couple of axes. Let's have some shores. We're probably going to want to take a couple of shovels. And a bow. I'm hoping that I get a stack of arrows to go in my bow. If I don't, tell me, I'll bring you some more wood. Sorry if I've stolen some arrows. Is there anything else that she's selling? No, these all look... No, that certainly doesn't look like sale stuff, so no. Do I need a diamond hoe? You've got to have a diamond hoe, haven't you? There we go. Actually, what am I doing? We've just bought it from... I'm going to put my tools out of the way because I don't want to ruin those just yet. But... that feels better. I don't feel as squishy anymore. I don't feel like a zombie's going to be able to walk up and twat me in the face and I'm going to die. So yes, there we go. Right, let's stuck all of you in there. We will take the sword because I'm still rocking a stone sword. There we go. So, thank you, Sunflower, for sorting out my armor requirements and get me some decent tools, and to Mr. Boom for providing me with books without any payment whatsoever. What we need to do now is I'm going to need to go back to my base, and I'm going to need to find myself a mine because I need to pay for these things I've got. So, having travelled 2/3 of the way across the server, we are now going to travel 2/3 of the way across the server back, and we are going to go and start digging in the ground and actually mining so I can get the diamonds I need to pay Boom back for all of his books. Not forgetting you, Raph, I owe you a diamond. So we'll see you back at the base, and we'll try and figure out where the best place to stick my diamond mine is going to be. Right then, so we've made it back home. Now, we did do a little bit of the scenic route. We stopped off in the Nether for a minute or two. Everyone else has got quite full Nether tunnels starting up as well, because, you know, you guys are animals and traveling at stupid speed through a game. So I went and extended one of the Nether tunnels and found a bit of a soul sand valley so I could get myself some soul sand. Whilst there, we got a little bit of glowstone dust, a little bit of nether quartz, we got some some gold nuggets, and a little bit of magma. Just the stuff that I need to get some basic redstone bits done, elevators and stuff like that. But we have got back to our wondrous tent. So what we're gonna do, yeah, that's where we are. So let us the other one's just a box of books, isn't it? Yes. So let's grab some iron, and what we're going to do is we are going to create ourselves an anvil, and we're going to get some basic leveling enchantments done. Nothing, we're not going to have full enchanted gear or anything like that. But what we are going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to get ourselves a fortune pick, and we'll make certain we've got some decent protection and perhaps some feather falling on my shoes. Just the basics so that, you know, I'm going to survive when we go mining, which is what we're going to go and do next. I need a load of diamonds to pay for all of this stuff that I've just managed to buy on tick. So yeah, we're going to go and do our mine. So first things first, we're going to get some basic enchanting done. Once we've got the basic enchanting done, we're going to head up behind me, up to the top of the hill, and we're going to scope out where I want sort of my long-term mining entrance to be. I do like a big central elevator in my builds generally, so I need to scope out where that central elevator is going to go, and then we'll work our way down through the mountain. So I'll get some basic enchanting done. I'll be back in a minute. Well, there we go. So we got protection 4 on my boots with some, not without feather fall, I couldn't afford that one yet. On my leggings and my chest plate. This has still got the protection 2 on it that it had. We have put efficiency 5 on the axe, which means I can get rid of some of the forest up there quite quickly and easily, which is really annoying me earlier on. We have a fortune mending pick. Mending and fortune work quite nicely because you get lots of increased ores, giving you extra levels, which will then repair the pick, so it's almost an unbreakable pick. And then just a standard efficiency 2 pick for digging out stuff. So that's going to be my base level gear to begin with. Now my plan, as I said, we're going to go to the top of the hill. I'm going to clear out a little bit of an area. We're going to work out where the middle is, or where my base is going to go, and then we are going to plan out a elevator going all the way down to diamond level. So yeah, sort of Y50 odd, Y60 odd. And once we've done that, give me 1 second. Wait, give me a stabby stick. You didn't give me a stabby stick. I wanted that trident. Oh well. I still can never figure out if getting hit by a trident, having them throw it gives a higher possibility. There was a rumour that previously you had to let them launch the trident before you hit them to get extra chances of it dropping. But anyway, we're going to head up there. We're going to clear it out. We're going to find out where our central elevator for the entire base is going to go. And once we've figured that one out, we'll go all the way down to the floor. And then we'll build an elevator all the way up. Fun. So that's the plan. We shall see if we can get it sorted. But yeah. I'm going to go and clear some trees from the top of my hill. See you in a bit. Wow, this is the centre of the hill. We have a rather cool opening at the bottom here that takes us down. But what we're going to do is right about here is where we're going to have our main mine shaft. So what I'm going to do now is we've got all that we need. So we've got a load of kelp. We have some soul sand and a magma block. So we can get water tunnels down, water elevators put in. So what we're going to do now, we are going to head down to minus Y57. And then we're going to create some big tubes coming all the way up to the surface. If we find hollow areas, that's all good, to be fair, because that means that I can then do some little cave entrances. We'll dot some torches around on those cave entrances. We can then use some buttons to get ourselves little doorways in our water elevators. And we'll have sort of little levels built in automatically at different heights where we can put some farms and stuff like that. So that's my plan. I'm going to head down to the very bottom of the world and we'll see if we can't get our water elevators up and running. Wow. Yeah, we've just had the 4 horsemen turn up. Literally just about to go into the mine, and yeah, I now have 4 skeleton steeds floating about. Let's see if we can't save them all. That's 3. Where's the 4th gone? There he is. Yeah, so literally was just jumping down and I heard a lightning crash and I'm like, what the hell? And then started getting shot at. So we have 4 skeleton steeds down here. We shall see if they survive. I don't think they probably will. And I'm not particularly fussed about skeleton horses, but we shall see from now. Wow, this is a turn up for the books. Digging my shafts up, so as you can see, we've got quite a big drop down here. But digging these shafts up, we've come across my first diamonds of the season. So what we're going to do is we're going to block that off in here. And we are going to have a little digger book. There'll be bad guys over there. Having a little bit of a dig around here. Just to make certain that there's nothing that's gonna come in and wipe these diamonds out. I don't think there is. So, first 3 diamond ore. I don't have any space in my inventory. I want the bones. We need the flint. First 3 diamonds, we managed to get a mighty 5 diamonds. So, not too bad, first diamonds. I only have a 60 odd to go to pay back the debts that we've got. But we've got some diamonds to begin with. So, not a bad start for clearing out what we're doing. Okay then, so here we have them. So we've got 2 water elevators, all good to go. We have one here. And this goes all the way down to, what, minus Y57, I'm going to say off the top of my head. But all the way down to proper diamond level. It takes us a little while to get down now. Now, normally, you could just do a drop shaft with a water bucket at the bottom. The problem is that that's only sort of to the bottom level. And what I actually want to do is I want access to multiple levels between the very top and the very bottom. So I like to have a proper down elevator that I can jump in and out of at various different levels, which we are going to do in time. We've started our mine, so we have our first mine shaft over here. And we've managed to get ourselves 39 diamonds already, which is a good start. I'm halfway towards paying my debt off. So I will be... You can have your diamonds back soon, Boom. I promise. We'll get them paid for shortly. But we've also got ourselves some gold and some redstone and some iron. And I think I've got a little bit more iron upstairs that we've already grabbed already. And then the other one will take us all the way back up to the surface. A little bit quicker than it comes down, which is always handy. But again, we're going to have a few stops on here. I've already got one stop, but we're going to have a few stops on here on the way up. And that brings us back out to the top again. So, not a bad day. We're no longer in iron armor. We got some nice diamond armor. We got some diamond gear as well. So we've got picks and we've got axes and stuff like that. Next time around, we're going to plan out this top level and we're going to get some farms built in. They're not going to be very extensive farms because I do have a plan for what's going up here. And there will be quite a few farms up here that will be built into various different buildings and stuff like that. But I need stuff. So we're going to get some basic farms up here. We'll get some animal pens because I'm going to spend quite a lot of time on this rock. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some passive farms set up quite quickly. I'm also going to see if we can't raid a village somewhere in the close area and get ourselves an iron farm downstairs as well. So next week we're going to get some basic farms set up. We might even try and get one non-basic farm set up as well. But we shall see you then. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for another trip on the Minerockin SMP. Bye!